New creation men, partakers of God's nature. As sons of God, we have the seed of our Father in us. This means that we have our Father's divine nature. What is his nature like? Jesus Christ is the personification of the nature of God. Everything in Jesus is in God. We have the Spirit of God in us, which means we now are of our Father. The Father's nature is listed in the fruit of the Spirit. It is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. It is even more than that. It is humility, lamb, giver, server, etc. Everything we see in Jesus is also in us. Ultimately, what the Father is working out in our lives is for us to be conformed to Christ, so that we will grow up into the fullness of His nature until His nature can be seen in us. One of the greatest compliments given to any parent is when you tell them that their child looks like their father or mother. Jesus spoke the ultimate delight and purpose of the Father when He said, "He who has seen me has seen the Father." The Father's work then is to conform us to the seed that He birthed into us so that we become manifestation of His nature and glory, so that we may say as Jesus, "When you see me, you see my Father." Here's of God. The Spirit Himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God, and if children, heirs also, heirs of God, and fellow heirs with Christ. And here is one who received his allotted possession by right of sonship, one who has acquired or obtained the portion allotted to him. And here is an offspring of father who receives or inherits a portion of the father's possession and wealth. In Romans, the text says that since we are a true, legitimate children of God, this entitles us as a legal heir of God. A true heir has is one of blood relations rather than just by legal documents. We have qualified to be a true child by birth and by blood because we have been born of God and are an offspring of God. Our inheritance is based on two factors, which is basically one in the same. The first factor is that we are an heir because of our birthright. Being a birth child of God entitled us to be heirs to His throne. Just as a king having a son, his son then would become an heir to the throne and would receive an inheritance, all the wealth and power of his father the king. The second factor is that we are joint heirs with Christ. This is based on and because of our marriage union with Him. He is the husband and I am the wife. Being His wife legally entitles us believers to be joint heirs. When a woman gets married to a man, then all the possessions of the husband becomes the wife's and the wife's the husband. They have a joint bank account in which the wife can legally withdraw money from that account. They become joint owners of everything. There is no longer two different accounts or possessions. They together are the owner. The same became true when we were married to Christ. He is really the true and only one that deserves God's glorious inheritance. We don't deserve anything, but because of His grace and love, He chose us, saved us, and married us. Thus, by Him and because of Him, we receive all the inheritance He does. Learning our inheritance in the ordinary usage, and here is one who has not yet entered upon his inheritance, one to whom his possession are still future. The Bible idea of an heir is much more than this, for it implies actual possession in part here and now, with the promise of complete possession and enjoyment in the future. What is our inheritance? The answer to this question is found in the scriptures and revealed by the Spirit. Eye has not seen and ear has not heard, and which have not entered the heart of man all that God has prepared for those who love Him. But to us God has revealed them through His Spirit. Our inheritance is something so wonderful and glorious that we cannot fully understand the magnitude of it. It is because our inheritance is spiritual, eternal, imperishable, undefiled, unfading, and kept in heaven for us. Our mind, eyes, and ears cannot comprehend the fullness of it. Yet God is making it known to us now. He is showing us a glimpse of our inheritance here and now. We are in the process of learning it and growing up into our inheritance. We are learning it by revelation, knowledge, and understanding. What we do not know will not benefit us. A person could have $1 million in the bank, and if he is ignorant that it is there, it will not help him nor benefit him in any way. Our inheritance is being revealed to us a little at a time, for we would not be able to handle the full amount of it all at once. It is like an heir child of a wealthy estate. The child only receives a portion of his inheritance in intervals as he reaches a certain age. In a sense, this is what our Heavenly Father is doing with us. As we grow spiritually mature, He reveals and gives us more of our inheritance. To God be the glory. God bless you.